Laura from Mas Bastion, sponsored by Fight Division. I am here in absolute shock after an absolute war. Naomi, I don't even know where to start. Like, what happened? Like, she was literally at the end. So, first of all, obviously, congratulations, massive congratulations on the win. Talk us through that.
That's like, so she's the current world champion, the ISK world champion. So I knew I had a hard fight. I knew she was going to be tough and durable. Round one, I thought I'm just going to go steady, pace myself, because I know it's going to be a harder fight as it gets on. And I have no idea. I kept trying to land a hook, elbow, and then all of a sudden, I turned around and she was just streaming with blood, and I thought, shit, it worked. It was mad.
So speaking of that, then, like that you wanted to like sort of, you knew it was going to be a hard fight, so you started like a little bit slow. Like you could see that it was like the first couple of rounds you were like finding your feet, and then out of nowhere, war. Like literally from like sort of just gauging where you're at and things, and like feeling pretty cool, calm, collected, to just like literally all out warring. Yeah, like just absolute cut to ribbons.
I think when you've got Badger and Liam in your corner going, she's a world champion, this is your time to go, you've got to go. So I was like, I have to go, I'm getting told.
So that was your first A-class fight against the world champion, and you've absolutely nailed it. Like, that's to do one of those on their own, to fight a world champion and nail it, absolutely amazing. And for it to be first A-class and smash it, absolutely amazing. So both of those in one fight. How are you feeling?
Absolutely amazing. But I just want to put a little shout out to the WMO. They need to make a weight category for 63.5 kilo ladies. Because we don't exist anywhere in any rankings. And we like to fight, man. We're good.
Mate, absolutely, she loves to fight. Look at the state of that. I can't believe it. Honestly, it was insane. And like I say, the fact that the two things together, obviously the first A-class and the fact that it was a world champion, beforehand, did that play in your mind at all?
It played on my mind a little bit, but I mean, I'm very lucky. I've got Badger, who trains me day in, day out. Obviously, he's well known on the UK scene. World champion in his own right. Liam, Andy, they're all world champions. Joe. So I'm like their punch bag. If I can get booted around by them and thrown around, if I can land a punch or a kick on them, I'm like, get in there, take that.
So yeah, we've spoken about this a little bit before. The fact that you are training with like such, obviously down at Bad Company, being surrounded by that caliber of people, like obviously is having like the best effect on you, because you're absolutely matching the level. You're absolutely smashing it. So I do want to let you to like enjoy this victory, but what's next?
Anything. My body is absolutely, my knuckles are fucked, if I'm honest with you. So I'm going to have at least 4 weeks off. Definitely on the November show, 100%. Whatever Andy and Liam give me, I'll fight anyone at all.
So that tends to be a very, very common mindset with like anyone linked to Liam and Andy. It's like, it doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter where, like we're going. Is that something that's sort of like bred into Bad Company, that you just, no matter what, you're always game for a fight?
Mate, I think everyone bleeds and everybody feels pain, so, and I know that I've been put through the worst of the worst rounds at Bad Company. They beast you till you can't breathe, and even after you've got to keep working. So I'll fight anyone, because you're just built for it. If you train like we do, anybody, we all got a heartbeat, we all feel pain, so I'll just try it. Anybody. I'll get beat one day. It's coming to us all, but I'll keep going until that happens.
Honestly, it was insane. Like obviously, you'll see it on the socials, you'll see it play back. Unbelievable. Is the elbows and stuff something you worked on? So obviously you said you knew that you wanted to start the early rounds a little bit sort of like slower pace just to find yourself. So that bit was definitely mapped out. Were the elbows part of the plan?
The elbows have been some of the me and Badger have worked on for months. Like I were a really good B-class fighter, so punching, kicking and kneeing. Playing with elbows is a different game. Obviously you can get cut within a second, so I worked on my defence rather than throwing elbows, because I thought if I get it, I'm just going to be cut open. So there's a few things that I worked on with Badge, and I thought, do you know what? I don't know why you do it on pads over and over, but you don't actually do it in a ring, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm throwing elbows. I'm going for it.
Well, you absolutely, we're glad you did, because it absolutely gave us a show. It was unreal. So I love that. It was just like in the moment you thought, I can see it's coming, I'm going for it.
Yeah, I have to go for it. I had 3 people, Lisa, Liam and Badger going, in round 3, this is your time, she's a world champion, go take her. And I was like, okay, I got to go take her.
Well, you absolutely received the message and absolutely delivered. That was insane. So we've just seen that you've got your family up at the top here, giving you a big shout out. What's the plans for the rest of the night for you then? Family time?
I'm going to go have a beer with my grandma, my brother and my sister and everybody. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is go ring my mum, because she's at home with the dogs. So I've got to ring her, tell her I've won, and then I'm off to see the rest of them.
Listen, massive congratulations. It was an insane show, an insane fight. Dead excited to see what you do next. Absolutely, you deserve a beer. Enjoy it. Thanks so much. Thank you.